I've often thought that these big hedge fund guys are either more lucky than smart or, just trade off of inside information. And you really, if you listen to what a lot of these guys say, especially when they start talking about economics and sort of the macroeconomic concepts that we discuss here, you really catch them uh, and you could see them as being completely ignorant on the true operational reality of our monetary system. For example, I was reading some of the ideas, recommendations from all these big hedge fund titans, right? At the conference in New York. The Iris conference is held every year, and you get all these big Wall Street guys. They come on and they give you their best idea. Okay. And look, everybody can get it wrong. I mean, I've gotten plenty of things wrong, but they have to not just give an idea, they have to give the rationale behind that idea. Okay. So, for example, there was this one guy, and I forget his name, but he said, and he runs some big hedge fund, and he said his big idea for 2016 is that he's going to short Japanese government bonds. Now, this is something that's been going on for 30 years, and it has been going on in a way that it has killed so many people, destroyed so many traders, that the trade itself has actually been nicknamed the widowmaker trade, because you're dead after you do this. And the guy's rationale was like, rates are so low, they just gotta go higher eventually. But that was everybody's rationale. But though that's the rationale of people who do not understand that a monopolist in its own currency, a central bank which is the monopolist in its own currency, the government that issues that currency, sets the rate. And if the Bank of Japan wants to leave the rates negative or minus 40 basis points from now until eternity, that's where it's going to be. And the Japanese government bond market is never going to come down. So this poor guy, he's going to lose his money, okay, at least on that trade. I guarantee you, because the Bank of Japan is not going to raise interest rates anytime soon. They still think that, negative rates or zero rates are what is necessary to boost their economy, even though that hasn't worked, in like 30 years, almost 20 years. So that's one thing. And these guys are big money managers, okay? Then you had another one. Maybe some of you are familiar with this name, Stanley Druckenmiller. Stanley Druckenmiller was the head trader for George Soros for a long time. The guy made a lot of money. All right, lucky guy, another lucky guy. And as a matter of fact, it seems like all these people who worked for George Soros, they all made a lot of money. But when you listen to any of them, Stanley Druckenmiller, Jim Rogers, and recently George Soros himself, when you listen to their ideas and the rationale behind their ideas, they're just clueless, man. So this guy, Druckenmiller, his big idea was the bull market is exhausted because of the crazy Fed policies. He has some term like the crazy Fed policies, which just create, and the fiscal policies, which just create short-term sugar highs. That's what he called. And when they start talking in metaphors like that, right? Sugar highs and things like that. Then that is not a deeply thought analysis. So he said, you got to sell your stocks, sell everything. He said, sell everything and buy gold. Just buy gold. And of course, I happen to be bullish gold right now, for different reasons. I mean, I'm talking about rate hikes equate to price increases, and rate hikes also equate to higher levels of government spending, right? The government has to pay that higher interest. So it's inflationary. But he's saying buy gold just because it's kind of like he's just throwing his hands up in the air saying everything looks, like crazy to me. In other words, I don't understand Fed policy. We've gone through 8 years and a $3 trillion expansion in bank reserves, right? Over that, 3.2, 3.4 trillion expansion in bank reserves, and inflation has gone down, and these guys are still waiting for it to happen, right? It's pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. So they're more lucky than they are smart. All of you right now are a lot smarter than they are. Maybe not richer, unfortunately, but you're a lot smarter. We got to turn those smarts into riches. Okay? Buy my course, Understanding the Daily Treasury Statement, www.pitbulleconomics.com. Click on the tab that says Courses. Best $99 you'll ever spend. And while you're there, get the Forex trading course. And don't forget to sign up. 30-day free trial to MMT Trader. pitbulleconomics.com. Click on the tab that says Products. Bye-bye.